Yo, 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 people, and welcome back to another edition of Little Bro Vapes. Yes, it's been a while since I've said that. I hope you are all fantastic out there. I have not been on your screens for a little while. The last time you saw me, I think this was going off. I nearly got rushed to hospital on Friday. My wonderful heart rate, is it heart rate? No, blood pressure.
Your blood pressure.
190 over 112, so it hasn't gone under 150. So I think I'm going to be on some tablets. New health kick as well. I've not had a beer since last Wednesday, which I normally do. Sober October, don't I? We're on the crappy Corona Zero. I normally do Sober October, but this year I'm doing Sober for Aden October. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it for me this year. So yeah, I've also been eating nice and healthy. Avocado and salmon. I've been quite enjoying.
Hold on a minute. You're doing Sober October, yeah?
Yeah, for me.
It's the 2nd of October. You're
Yeah, but I started last Wednesday. And that was September.
Well, so it means you get a break on the 2nd of October because you started last Wednesday.
I didn't get a break on
Zero alcohol.
Oh, is it zero? Is it zero alcohol? I didn't see it. It didn't flash up properly.
Yeah,
I just heard
zero.
Corona. Yeah. Fair enough.
Zero. As it got into December, I was working at the rugby club. I was feeling so poorly. And I think my last date was December the 16th. Now, I don't know whether you believe in divine intervention or it was God's plan or whatever. I got poorly then. And I normally work all Christmas and all New Year by DJing there. That's where you earn most of your money. But she came up to me, I think it was the October, November time, and said, look, we're not having anything at Christmas. We're going to have a singer. We don't want a DJ. I went, right, that's fine. Thank God they did that because I was so poorly. I think my first doctor's appointment was like the 18th, 19th. I couldn't eat. The pain was horrendous. And it, like I said, all the way across here. A couple of trips to the doctor. The first, I think it was just before Christmas. Now, I might not be great on the dates because I'm going to be totally honest with you. It's been like the last year has been like I've just floated through it. It's like I haven't been there, which is probably normal for me, isn't it? So, yeah, we was at the doctor's and I was just hunched over. I was in so much pain. I'd not eaten. It was hard to drink. I had diarrhea. I'd got sickness. So I went to see a wonderful doctor, Dr. Garrett, and she said, I want you to go straight away to A&E. Now, I'd already been having problems with my diabetes, which obviously my hemoglobin as well. There we go. And also, I'd had problems with my mental health along the way, which hadn't been good. And also, my heart rate. I'm going to say my pulse, not heart rate. It was my blood pressure was sky high as well. Again, I've told you, I think it was 190 over 100 and something. So it was really, really bad. So they'd also put me on Ramipril to reduce my blood pressure. Didn't know if there had anything to do with that, feeling funny from there or anything. So Dr. Garrett, she thought I'd actually got pancreatitis because of where the pain was and how I looked. So she rushed me straight to hospital, got to hospital, did all the tests. I hadn't got pancreatitis, but they found that I had a problem with my gallbladder. No stones, it just thickening of it, and it's, what's it called? Cholecystitis. I might have got that one right, that I got cholecystitis. And then I think it was an ultrasound that found that out, but they also found out there was something wrong in my bowel. So basically I had this, they said, look, we know it's something to do with your gallbladder. Well, that's what they were saying, but we want to make sure that there's nothing wrong with your bowel. Now, at this time, I'm losing really loads and loads of weight. Now, I was topping out at 18, maybe a little bit over 18 stone. I was down to around about 13. And I think that came within, I don't know, maybe a month and a half. So really lots of weight all at once. And then I thought to myself, am I dying? Have I got cancer? For me to lose that amount of weight in that amount of time was just scary, really, really scary. So we were basically in January at this point. Still don't really know what's happening to me. People are asking what's happening here, what's happening there. Well, I know somebody who had a gallbladder and it was took out yesterday. Anybody else who's going through this, and I really want anybody who's had any stories to do with the gallbladder or the stomach, apart from Vape, we all know them anyway, I'm joking. Don't go on the UK Vape show, you get problems with your stomach, see what happens. So Anybody who has gone through this, please stick it down in the comments, because I really want to know your stories. I'm sort of in and out of A&E, and they're going, we just need to find out what's up with in your bowel, and they can't do anything with my bowel until it has calmed down, because it was all infected, which was causing me pain there, and my gallbladder on top. So we then get in touch with the surgeon, the people about this. They said, right, what you've got to have then is you've got to have a camera stuck up your bum. Right, so I went and had my knees up, ITV stuck up my bottom. Now, I think this was sometime in... Now, that might have been May. Again, my timings are all out. Louise's miles better. That might have been May, or it were in June. So, yeah, I had ITV up my bum, which was just weird, and they cleared me all out. If anybody has had that meal that you have to take before they stick a camera up there, whoa, jeez. And when it says it clears you out, I was like that on the toilet. Whoa, Jesus. The worst thing about it, poor Daniel's got a bedroom next to the toilet, so you can imagine what that poor lad are going through. I was like, there back. So if anybody's had that where it clears you out, woof. Jesus, if I saw out brown and airy, I thought it was my arsehole, and I'm going to have to catch it quick. That did half come out of there. So we then went and had that scan, found out it wasn't, had the camera up there, then found it out, it wasn't cancer. I'm back on the story right now. That didn't have cancer there, and I've got moderate diverticulitis. I can't say it properly. Have a good laugh. Diverticulitis. I will now refrain from saying that word and just say diverter. So when I'm saying diverter, it's that word, but it does sound funny, and I can't say it. So me diverter. So basically what that is, and if you're suffering from this, any tips, any hints, please stick them down in the comments, is it goes across, it's like a Hoover pipe, and then it drops in to little pockets, food does, and then it rots and all your bowel comes up. They told me what it wasn't cancer. We were like, great, now they can move on. I waited 2 weeks, nothing. No, you need to come and see us. So we basically get in touch with Matt. Now, the actual doctor who's gone all the way through this, it wasn't Dr. Garrett, it was Dr. Wells. She has been amazing. The problem seems to be is the doctor gets you up there, and then it's what they do up there to them. So we're thinking that they're going to get back in touch with me about my gallbladder. Waited 2 weeks, nothing. So all that went on. So I'm thinking they're coming they're just going to come and whip this out. Lots of doctors when I've been in A&E saying, yeah, look, they just need to get that out. They're waiting for this. They just need to get this out. And I think the problem is I haven't actually got stones. It's because it's cholecystitis, thickening of the wall, and I haven't got stones. So they went, right, you're now booked in to see the surgeon. We had to push and get this sorted. It wasn't like they sent me a letter. Trying to find out what part you are in what queue is absolutely a nightmare. So we then go and find out, get the thingy, and that was in May, because it was next door's little lad's birthday, the same day. So went to see my surgeon. He said to me, we want to check your gallbladder out again. So I thought, right, we'll go and have, I think this time it was one where you go around in that tube. So is that an MRI or is that a CAT? It's one of them. I had to like hold this thing across me, and I went in and I had to keep moving and holding my breath. So we had that. Now that was in June. Yeah, it might have been sometime in June. I'm still waiting now to go and see my see the surgeon again from that. Now he promised me it wouldn't be very long. So I've now got to wait to go and see them. Now, in the meantime of that, and that's September the 11th. So I saw him in May, and he said it wouldn't take very long, and I'm going to see him on September the 11th. In between that, the doctor has now started treating me for IBS as well. I think it's amitriptyline I'm on for that. Which I've only been taking that for a week, and I've already seen a little bit of difference in the pain. It's not as painful. Now the pain from my gallbladder, and it goes into my shoulder, up into it's just going through the back, and it's like somebody stuck one of those, you know when they used to be on horses? That's a horse end, by the way. Is it a plugel? Something like that, where it goes really thick at the end. So straight through here, and it's like the thick end stuck there, and it's like a really, really bad stitch pain. Absolutely terrible. Now, they first started me off I was on cocodamols. They were bunging me up. God, have I been bunged up and pooed for 2 years. Really, really bad. They then put me on morphine. Morphine was good at killing the pain, sort of like within an hour. But it then stopped and it'd come back again. Then they put me on to tramadol. I think I was on 2 tramadol 4 times a day. whacked off with that. That was terrible. I stopped that at the end of March, beginning of April. And I went, look, the last thing I want to do is I stop drinking. I want to get better. And you've got to think all the way through this, I'm getting a little bit of hope that in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be having an operation to get rid of all this. So I'm now where we are now, which is the 30th of August. We're away on holiday with Louise, Daniel and Fern. Holly's at home. She's looking after the fort with Zaki. So we've come away because we weren't able to get away. And I've been stuck in that house for basically a year doing nothing. In lots and lots of pain. I can only walk short periods of time. So basically maybe about 300 yards, and then I can walk 300 yards back, and I'm going to be in pain. I can only stand for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. And then I've got to go and lay down, or I've got to sit down. But then it's depending which type of chair. So like this chair is supportive. I can get away with a little bit longer in this one. And again, like with my gaming chair, I could sit in there a little bit longer and I could sort of lean in that. But if anywhere else, it was like when I was going into the A&E, the way they've treated me in A&E has been terrible. My doctor's been fantastic. I got rushed in one night. He did the Murphy test in me. I nearly shot through the roof. I were on 20 milligram, or by the time I got there, I were on 20 milligram of morphine. This woman went, oh, you can sit here, knowing Louise was there, because I asked if she could stay with me, but they put her out in the main waiting room. Now, this was like sometime New Year's time, and they've bailed me out on 20 milligram of morphine, not knowing where I am. Thank God Louise were there, or I wouldn't have known what to do wherever. They just dumped me out there, and eventually went down the path of then getting to the right people. And I think because I haven't got stones in the gallbladder, it's because it's cholecystitis. With that, they don't think you're in that much pain, but I'm really, really massively in pain. And anybody who's gone through it, please let me know in the comments. So the place where I'm at now is I'm still no further forward. I'm on painkillers. I'm just on codeine now, and I take my paracetamol, peppermint oil. I've got my stuff that I take now for my mental health. I really want to do a little bit about my mental health, but a different side of it, a different video, all from what's actually happened, because that's been a roller coaster on its own. Stopping drinking and then just having me on my own thoughts, and a lot of things have come to the forefront. And but yeah, but I feel totally, I want to tell you all, I feel absolutely fantastic. I am down to roughly between 13 and a half stone, and I'm not doing anything to do with that. It's just eating a lot more sensible. Sugar doesn't like me. My diabetes is now under control. They haven't done very much with my hemoglobin. I've started my talking therapy on the 4th of September, so this is not my sort of journey. We've waited because of everything that's going off, and now my doctor's saying, look, I don't think we should wait any longer. I think we should get you sorted. And that's where sort of coming back to Little Bro Vapes, and also I've got something else that's sort of been happening, because obviously I haven't been able to work. I'm going to tell you more about that one in the next video. Big shout out to all of you that have sent messages. If you want, if I don't get back in touch with you, get in touch with Louise. If I don't get back in touch with you, it's not because I don't love you. I love you as much as I love everybody else. It's just that I'm trying to deal with my own head, my own family, because we've had lots and lots of stuff happen in the family, which has not been the greatest. I'm just trying to deal with it the best I can, and I'm taking each day as it comes, and that's all I can do, each hour and each day. And I'm feeling better for it. And as you can see, I'm still drawn. I know I still look a little bit drawn. I am weak, and there's not much I can do about that until they get what's ever happening in here sorted. And I feel so much better. Please, there's going to be lots from Little Bro Vapes. So I'm just finishing off editing the first video from when we were away, and I needed just to put a little bit in to tie it all up, and this is it. This is that little bit. Thank you very much if you've made it all the way to this point of me whining and moaning. But yes, today is September the 12th. I went and saw my surgeon yesterday. Basically what they're saying, now this surgeon were a lot better than any of them I have seen before, so a big shout out to him. I think his name was Dr. G, he liked to be called. So basically my gallbladder is getting a thickened wall, so that means it's infected. It's then getting a thin wall, which means it's not infected, but they don't know what's causing it to keep getting infected. And it's like weekly, it's getting infected. So I've got diverticulitis, another one there for you, Stu Valentine, for the book. My diverticulitis, and now they're treating me, like I said, for IBS. So now they want to stick a camera down my throat. They've already stuck it up my bum, so now they want to stick it down my throat. I do hope they clean the tube. So I've got that to come. So that's basically going to take a month for me to go and have that done, and then a month for me to see my surgeon. So another couple of months of waiting. But normally I come out of there feeling proper crap when I still don't know what's wrong with me and people are asking. That's the worst one. And you're like, I don't know. But he explained it. So big shout out to that doctor or the surgeon, Dr. G in the house. The next video coming out is about my mental health and my drinking. Another couple of weeks, and it's been a whole year since I've stopped drinking. It will be a one and done video. I'm not going on about mental health every week. It's not something that I want to do. I am a big advocate for mental health, and I'm always here for anybody that needs help. I'll probably not be any good at the minute, but I am there for anybody who needs it. But I need to get this video done. It needs to be done, and then you will have the tour of the studio. I'm not going to do it now, no. And what's coming next? There is loads coming next. I'm going to tell you about 3 Men and a Vape Show, what's happening with that, the UK Vape Show, and maybe another little channel that I'm working on in the background. I'm not ignoring people. If you're getting in touch with me and you're thinking I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I'm just getting better. And it's just the way I am. If you want to get in touch with me, get in touch with Louise. She'll give you an update. And when I'm feeling better, I'll get back in touch with you. Big shout out to Paul McCartney. Keeps phoning Louise and me. Big shout out to your brother. And also go check his new channel out. He's on his bikes. He's doing the electric bikes. Big shout out to the crew, Gaily Bobs and everybody. Bunny, thank you so much. You know how much I love you. And I will be coming to speak to you. But big love to you all. Thank you for keep getting in touch with me. It does mean the world. And then I feel shitty because I ain't got back hold of you, but I will talk about that in the next video. Stu Valentine, I hope that that book's been out with the new wordage in it, and all the Patreon lads and lasses, big love to you all. You know you mean the world to me, and if I've missed anybody out, I'm sorry. Big love to my wife and all her family as well. They've been, and my family, Mark and everybody, it's been brilliant. But I love you, Lou, I wouldn't be here without her. So yes, onwards and upwards. There's loads coming. I've got another 2 months to sit here. So yeah. So till the next video, good night.